Travis Choco Dog. So oh shoot. My apologies, stream. Alright, hello and welcome. This is some Game Mason bracket play going on here tonight. It's going to be Virginia Tech versus Nova Nighthawks. And our first map is going to be Oasis. Let us get us over to the action here in just a moment. This is a double elimination tournament. Right now, both teams are fighting for their life in loser side bracket right now. Here we are ready for battle. I haven't seen much of the Virginia Tech team. This is new to me. I haven't seen them in a while. I actually did play back in fall, as early as fall 2016. I think that's maybe the last time I've seen them, so it's good to see some fresh teams in collegiate. And Nova has been around for a little while. You can see players like Charlantis is not new to collegiate Overwatch. Here we have a brawl composition mirror match, but it's going to be a swap from Virginia Tech back over to the Junkrat. So Nova's going to be playing with a man up right now. They're swinging on the point, but unfortunately Solar Flare goes down. It's going to be Notch that gets the first kill in the fight. So even though the main tank was out of the fight for Nova, they equalize and get the main tank of Virginia Tech back to spawn with the kill there. Now here, Virginia Tech is trying to take the side room. Solar Flare is answering, but his shield is low. So is his health. He goes down. No lamp available because Charlantis is down as well. Now Virginia Tech taking their opportunity to push in hard. Here, it's C Slug pushing in there at the last few percentage, or what's it called when you first take a point? It's not percentage at that point. Okay, well, while they were getting the point, he's pushing forward. All right. Give me a sec to warm up, guys. This is my first time casting of the season of some collegiate Overwatch, but I'm very excited to be casting at Game Mason, so definitely do not miss it here. Now Tyre going out for Virginia Tech does not collect anyone. This window is massive. It's going to collect two members of Virginia Tech that go down. It's both the tanks, so now Virginia Tech is getting quite aggressive. That Diva is looking to get the back line of Virginia Tech, but Winter is getting answered by the off angles of Virginia Tech. But while they did get pretty aggressive there with the off angle, it's going to be Mandura there with the two-man high noon. So Virginia Tech is able to stay in it, even though that off angle did not work out for them. Sometimes fighting from main and just using a few ultimates will do the trick. Now, Virginia Tech has to defend themselves from this Nova beat. They have a lot of health now. They're going to retaliate with the Graviton Surge. High Noon thrown into the fight as well, but both teams are still alive and well. It's now going to be Nova's chance to push here. They have to fight through the beat, though. They do have the Earth Shatter available. It is the only ultimate other than the window. They might not need it, though. That beat did keep Virginia Tech up a little bit longer, but Nova did get the point there, and now the percentage is starting to tick in their favor. Nova does have a slight ult advantage here. They didn't commit that Earth Shatter and the window in that last fight. Now Virginia Tech has to play at a little bit of an ult disadvantage. They're looking to play it slow, which is good, exactly what you want to do, but Nova's getting very aggressive here, committing both the Earth Shatter and the window, trying to mow down the members of Virginia Tech on the two sides of this hallway here. It's going to be the High Noon, does pick up the Lucio on the side of Nova. He has free reign for a little bit of time here. Winter does have the chance to contest here if he wants. Now has his main tank available to help him out. He is a little bit low, playing safe here, but gets flanked by Vespa on the Zarya. Picks up, I think, 3 kills in this fight. Good off angle from them. They now have their Graviton Surge, which is going to be a pretty strong ultimate going into the next fight. Something that Nova doesn't have an option to even try here with the D.Va. The D.Va does provide more utility. The DM is quite strong. You can contest off angles a lot better with the D.Va. So I think all around it is a little bit stronger of a pick. But here now with the ult economy, Virginia Tech definitely favored here to get more value off of that Graviton Surge, so long as it doesn't get eaten by the D.Va. It's the Junkrat, though, from Virginia Tech. It is going to pick up the first kill of the fight. Another High Noon from Mandura does pick up Charlantis, but the bomb there from Notch is going to pick up one. They are going to have to retreat, though, because it is Nova who is down members of the fight. They just couldn't pick up enough kills with that ultimate alone. But it was an ult-for-ult trade. This is going to be last fight, though, and Virginia Tech still has a pretty strong ultimate economy. Both teams are going to have beat available in the fight, so Charlantis is going to open the window first. Nova might be looking to play, might be wanting to play a little bit slow because they're down in the ult economy, but they just have to kind of throw everything at Virginia Tech right here because they need to be touching the point. Overtime starts to go up, and now it is up to just 1 DPS, 2 tanks, but Notch is demech'd. Virginia Tech just has all the answers right here for Nova with their ult advantage there. They threw everything, and it did work out for them. So, Virginia Tech is going to go up 1-0 in the series, or sorry, in the rounds of Koth. So far, they're going to get that first map. So, University is usually the one that teams opt to run the brawl in, but Oasis, what is it called? City Center, maybe looking a little bit different. Already you see Virginia Tech swapping over to a more spam composition. I don't expect them to keep that Zarya there. It is going over to the Roadhog. They have a Torb as well to answer any Tracer. Looks like Nova might be pulling out here. Looks like Nova actually might be going 6-man dive. They do have the Reinhardt, though, which is a little bit an odd pick. Usually you'd opt to go the Winston in this composition, but nonetheless, they go the Reinhardt. It has bigger cleave damage. If they're able to get in, they can make it work, but unfortunately, spam tends to counter brawl. So let's see if Virginia Tech is able to play this slow and methodical to poke down the resources of Nova, who is looking to perhaps get close. Right now, they have the high ground control, as Virginia Tech is dropping on to the point. There it is, Nova pushing in fast. They need to, in order to win these fights here. They can't play it slow, so now they have the point taken. They took out both of the supports of Virginia Tech there with that push, so well played from them. It's going to be up to Virginia Tech how they want the rest of this fight to go. They had the option to leave sooner, but did not take it, unfortunately, so now 2 more members down on the side of Virginia Tech. Now this Roadhog and Cassidy just have to fend off any additional push from Nova. Unfortunately, Vespa will go down on that Roadhog as well. So it's going to be Charlantis with the first ultimate available for the next fight. Vespa is going to swap over to the D.Va for the next fight, though. That may offer a little bit of alleviation to the dive, to the rush that Nova does have in store here. The DM to eat some of that damage, but unfortunately cannot eat a Coalescence, so Charlantis is pumping a lot of damage into this fight, and just nothing, no one, no thing, nothing's gonna survive. I said like nothing like 3 times. That push from Nova, nothing will survive it. Anyway, Virginia Tech is gonna need to play a little bit differently here. It's hard to get an angle the spam when you're trying to set up high ground, on which it looks like they're trying to do. I'm not quite sure if this is the play for Virginia Tech here. Nova has the option to push in again, and it is a massive earth shatter, multiple members down, but the trance is able to pop up and keep the members of Virginia Tech alive. Now it's Nova who's sent on the back pedal now with their main tank down, but they do have the Blossom and the EMP available. Will they commit it? The EMP is coming into the fight. We see a few tanks, but will they even need it? It's going to be Charlantis picking up the Zen on the other side. Chakadog goes down, and so far, Nova's just kind of like stalling to hold the point a little bit longer. They're not really committing the ults until the beat that is, but unfortunately it's a little late for Charlantis, so he doesn't get that. It's pretty even brawl so far. Nova looks like they will be going down, though. It's going to be a high noon committed, maybe a little bit of an over ult, but Sombra is going to pick that up because high nooning keeps you a little bit still there. Easy to hit Neo's Dragon with a good headshot there. Virginia Tech is finally going to get that point, taking in their favor. As you can see, they've mostly swapped over to a more brawl composition. As I said, brawl isn't usually ran on this map, but because Nova does have a little bit more of a brawl team there, Virginia Tech is kind of opting to mirror it. They're holding the high ground now. Okay, Nova is going to rotate along the long side. They're going to pressure the point, so Sea Slug feels obligated to jump down onto the point and start testing. Unfortunately, that might not be the move here with the Death Blossom available. That turret finally going to go down on the side of Virginia Tech. Vespa is able to get that hack off in time. The cooldown of, or the CC effect of that is going to fall off in time to get the bomb in play. It's going to be Mandura here, pumping in some damage into Nova's team. The shield getting low on Solar Flare. They're going to hold this point with a few ults committed, but honestly, they've built up enough of their own that the ults committed on the side of Nova kind of got counteracted. Here, a big stagger. This is well played from Virginia Tech to force Nova into almost last fight territory. It's kind of hard to see exactly everything that's going on in the fight. That might be a little bit my fault, as I am the spec as well. Sorry about that, but I think Nova needs to keep playing their fast style. They really want to win these fights. They have to watch out, of course, for the ultimates, but here the EMP coming down. The Earth Shatter tried to combo it on the high ground. Doesn't quite connect, but they're getting value off of that EMP anyway. The Coalescence is out on the side of Virginia Tech. The beat not able to keep up Sea Slug. He goes down. Mandura does get one with the high noon, but will it be enough? I think it will. Virginia Tech is looking like they have enough in the tank to win this fight and the map. There it is, a headshot on Winter from Neo's Dragon. Unfortunately, he does go down to the hands of Notch. It's going to be a stall pick of the ball over there, the Hammond, to try and contest this point. Charlantis does have the Coalescence available, but there's just not enough members of Nova to continue stalling this point past the Hammond. He does get a little bit of a lengthy stall, but unfortunately that map is going to go over to Virginia Tech, the Vespa Hokies. So well played on them. I forgot to make my prediction beforehand, and now it's going to sound like it's biased. I remember it. I did look up the teams and how they performed. I have justification for this. I think Virginia Tech is going to win this, and it's not from the play I've seen here. Well, that's a big factor. They have been playing very well, but also I did see them take a map off of Shenandoah, which is also a very impressive team playing in this tournament. So here now I'm going to take you over to BRB so I can run spectator stuff. But we will get right back to you. Do not go anywhere. It is going to be Nova's map pick. All right, we are about to move into map 2 of tonight. If you've missed it, this is Nova versus Virginia Tech in the Game Mason tournament, and currently Virginia Tech is up 1-0, taking it on Oasis. We will be moving into Gibraltar for Nova's map pick. Virginia Tech has opted to start defense. So far, it's been a pretty good series. I've been definitely satisfied with the Overwatch play. I hope you will be too. Let us move into the map. All right, so the compositions we may be seeing here involve a pharmacy. I said Virginia Tech hasn't been around recently in collegiate Overwatch. That isn't entirely true. They were at one of the first Game Masons. Granted, that was a while ago. And they were at the most recent Game Mason as well. Either that or I'm thinking of 2 years ago a match. Anyway, my point is they ran the Fair Mercy a while ago. They ran a lot of Fair Mercy. That was the one thing I remembered about them. But it is now Nova Nighthawks over here that will be running it today. Right now, it's going to be Sigma on the high ground. Vespa taking a little bit of damage, getting contested by a few members of Nova Nighthawks here, but is able to stay alive, of course. Does have a lot of natural cover. Name of the game so far is push the cart for Nova Nighthawks until the position is advantageous for a good dive. Solar Flare jumping in, building up the nano for Charlantis over here. They might be comboing it with the Pharah. We'll see. It's probably going on the Winston. Although right now they're not going to need any ultimates. It's going to be Virginia Tech that's going to lose a few members here. Not only the Junkrat, but the Brig as well after Manduro went down first. It's going to be hard to deal with this Pharah pressure now. The cart already wrapping this corner. Virginia Tech has a lot of awkward ground to cover if they want to contest this point. And honestly, I don't think they will. They do swap over to the ball here, but he may not even get a touch and doesn't. Now, Nova Nighthawks with some new life breathed into them. This Zen getting quite low. Choco Dog goes down to the damage of the Pharah plus Winter on the final blow there. Now, Virginia Tech is stuck in a pretty awkward position again in that side room there. Nova's getting plenty of cart push. It's going to be Neo's Dragon that looks to try and answer these members on the cart on the side of Nova. It does get both of the supports, surprisingly. So now this Pharah is pocketless. It's going to up to Choco Dog and his front line of Vespa to try and halt this push from Nova from getting any further. Sea Slug also getting in here. Does have his shield down, getting healed up, ready for the next dive. Doesn't have a Tracer to combo with him, but the Reaper is playing a lot of good angles right now. Pressuring the Mercy on the side of Nova. May go for this jump on the Ana. They get low, force the nade, but unfortunately the Mercy's there to heal. It's going to be the Barrage that picks up Mandura here. A third kill as well. Or sorry, a second rather. Now Nova is trying to push off of that, but there's the Tracer on the side of Nova. Wait a minute. Am I mixing up these teams? It's Nova that's pushing. Nova's doing fine. It's Virginia Tech that's not able to hold on to this point, and all of a sudden I have been confused, baffled even, by how good this Nova play has turned around. I saw Virginia Tech red last, That's going to be my excuse for why I'm mixing up the teams currently, but I don't know what Virginia Tech's excuse is for not answering this Fair Mercy. I don't think it's the ball. Ball, don't worry, it's not your fault. But it's up to your team. It's a lot of work for Mandura to go and answer a pharmacy. He does land a few shots here. Has the high noon. Doesn't really want to pull it out just yet. Does have to deal with this primal first. Good peel there from Avacyn. Now it's going to be Virginia Tech holding quite comfortably with the help of a minefield there to prevent Nova from pushing any further. This barrage is getting close to being built. A few swaps are being made on the side of Nova Nighthawks. I wonder if this fair actually may get swapped off. Yeah, they may fear the Cassidy over there might be too much of an issue. Nova running it back to the brawl. It's going to be a little bit hard on this point as Virginia Tech kind of has the option to jump down on them whenever they feel. So if the damage is good enough, like that nade, then we could see Neon's Dragon coming here with the help of Sea Slug to get a Death Blossom plus 3-man pile driver. Absolutely massive from Virginia Tech here. Still holding on to this point with 3 minutes and 40 seconds. There's another swap on the side of Nova. They're going to go for the Reaper here. They're feeling inspired. Neon's Dragon said, I've done my work. It's over to the junk for me. And what a wonderful angle. It's the only people that can really contest these high grounds are just the chip damage that any of them can provide up to the high ground. And there it is, notched or knocked. Probably notched, right? It's the only one that can fly up there and contest it. The Reaper can, of course, TP up as well, but honestly, that's not really what I envision when I imagine a contesting play to high ground. Nova is going to struggle here on this composition. If they want to push forward, they need to clear high grounds. They need to rotate like through these buildings in order to clear these high grounds because they can't really do it from low. I would even argue not even ultimates, except for perhaps the Diva Bomb, could maybe clear these high grounds. As no shield is available other than the Brig for Virginia Tech. There it is. Nova walking up to the high ground is going to clear this ball, but not before he throws his mines and gets a nano. It's a lot of damage, so he's able to build up mines back up to 56%, even though he just threw them. They're literally still on the map. Winter, though, with the big high noon. Now, Nova is able to push forward here. They have to answer a few angles that are on them. The high ground on the second bridge is still up and in control of Virginia Tech right here. Now, finally, Notch is able to knock down Mandura from the high ground. He may take an angle here. Actually, he's going to opt to go back up. He has the high noon available. Is he going to pull it out? He is. The beat, though, is going to save Nova from the danger that is Dead Eye, but they have to contest the point, and it's going to be quite difficult. It's going to be Earth Shatter committed from Solar Flare. The tire coming out. It will pick up 2, and now it might be up anyone's game. It's up to this high noon. It does collect 1. There's only a few members of VT left, but they have the spawn advantage, and so Ghost is going to take that opportunity to run away. It was really up to him and Winter. There may have been one other person. That would have been a hard take to pull. I might have made it sound closer than it was, but it was a very good attempt. Virginia Tech holding on so far. They have a minute left. The high ground getting contested again. It's going to be hard for a Cassidy to get back up there. So now Nova's pulling the trigger, getting in fast. They have the Blossom. Will he pull it out, though? No stun from Cassidy. He was watching it. He's able to pull out the Blossom. It is pretty big. Nova could be ending it here and now. They have no more ultimates in the tank other than potentially tank ults that could come up in time. It's going to be the Nano from the side of from VT. Let's see if they opt to pull it out. They have the Reinhardt getting back into the fight now. Nova is going to have a lot of trouble dealing with that, especially when your high noon gets shut down. Neo's Dragon, great kill with the mine there. It's up to this window to really pull out the last bit of value, and it's working so far. Both tanks down on the side of VT. Nova is clutching out the last few kills. They have to kill this baby diva who is very skinny right now. Does finally go down, and there it is. Nova getting 3 points so far on Gibraltar. They still have to hold better than that on defense if they want to get this map win. Oh, the series is 1-0 VT. I realize that is not markated. Is that a word? Did I make that up? It is not marked. You saw nothing. You saw nothing, chat. But that was good. That was good from Nova. Turning this around a little bit. Some of the more difficult points, including second point, were handled quite with ease. That does hold up a lot of teams in that space, so it can be pretty dangerous if you don't win on the first push to go back through those 4 little doors and try to take that point. But this will be interesting to see. I'd actually really like to see Nova pull out these snipers here. On defense, it is kind of a gamble, in my opinion. You do have... Okay, you know what? It's an escort map, right? So that cart's going to be pushing for a little while, and you have the high ground. Snipers aren't atypical on Gibraltar, of course, so it may work out for them. We haven't seen it tonight, and it should be a fairly good spam composition. Fortunately, if Virginia Tech does have good rotations, they might be able to clear this high ground before Nova gets a good chance to get their spam damage in, but it looks like Virginia Tech is going to opt to play low and on the cart. They'll get the cart push for it, but honestly, this is completely fine for Nova. They just want to spam into these members on the cart and not have their high ground contested. So let's see how far Virginia Tech can get it before... good shot from FSN. First pick on the side of Nova, I believe, other than those ones out the gate. It's going to be a push, a pinch even from the off-tank of Nova, plus the members looking down the staircase. Unfortunately, he gets a little bit too aggressive. Vetsa is going to pick up 2. Has high charge. Looking at Gosa now. Gets low. Gets that pick 2. Now it's the Widow. Does have the Zen heals right now, but it's not enough. Vetsa is going to get another kill. This Roadhog is looking like delicious ult charge. He is going to get the Graviton Surge off of that, but he's getting way too aggressive. Does finally go down, but they get the point for it, so, you know, it was all worth. So, Virginia Tech pulling a great Nova impression and capping that first point with surprising relative ease for a brawl composition into the spam on the high ground. Sea Slug at an interesting angle, but honestly can't really be contested except by a Roadhog. There it is. Gets low and dies. Now, Nova's looking like they have the superior positioning with the plane under control. Your pilot, FSN, with the dragons available. Neon's dragon does have the tire available, but it's going to be really hard to get that in when you have 2 characters that can just kind of one-shot it. So we'll see what he can make of this this pick on the Junkrat. It's going to be Sea Slug moving in now onto the cart, going for their typical low ground bunker-esque strategy of just stay alive on the cart. Let's see if this dragon splits them up. It is Reinhardt on the other side and Discord. It goes down to Solar Flare. It's going to be this tire that comes out. Unfortunately, does not pick up the Roadhog on the side of VT. Now, ult's coming out on the side of Nova. They are going to hold this point so far. Just a few members left to clean up here. They're scrambling. Oh, wait. I lied. No members left. It was Shaco Dog last to go down. You think I'd do that to you, chat? Think I'd just go on the internet and cast lies? No. I would never. It's going to be Nova with a little bit of an ult disadvantage here. But they're going to TP Sea Slug over to the high ground, the plane. This is an interesting play, and it may work out for them. Honestly, if I was that Ryan, Earthshatter committed. First target, one person. I don't care. My high ground. Establish dominance. But whatever. The space was taken. Even if I don't agree with it, doesn't matter what I think. What matters is the point taken, and that is a big charge. And they are well on their way to get it. If they could just stay up and survive this whole hog. No, they can't. Fortunately, Mandura is way too far from the fight to participate now went down earlier. Nova is going to hold on to this point for at least a little bit longer. They have 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. And I see Neon's Dragon again swapping over to an inspirational pick. It's going to be the Doomfist. I wish it was the Doomfist. I don't know. It would have been interesting to see that on Gibraltar's second point. I don't quite have the rollouts memorized, but getting on top of a plane sounds like quite the... Honestly, it doesn't sound like too hard. You'd only have to commit 3 cooldowns. I don't know. Maybe there's a wacky rollout. One punch gets you up there. I've seen the montages. It's possible. Earthshatter committed another angle. I love the sim PP plays. Mandura is going to get a lot out of it. Now the high noon is going to be massive too. That makes 4 total kills for him in this fight. Virginia Tech finds the way to get second point. Now that's an exciting play. Charlantis is also trying to get out here. Unfortunately, may not. Nope, it's Ghost, so that dies for the sins of Charlantis there. Body blocking the damage so that he may live. Rest in pepperonis. It's going to be Virginia Tech. Really aggressive for this charge here. Zarya got a little bit low. Is backing out now. Gets hit with a rock. But gets away with the high charge. Ult's available. It's going to be this Flux that I think is going to be pulled out pretty early. There it is, of course. Mandura gets bubbled. The beat coming out and the lamp. Honestly, this is a bit of an overcommit of cooldowns. It should be Nova's easy picking now with that that stack of cooldowns. They could push in if they really wanted to. They have 6. They opt not to. Vets is still high charge, perhaps what they're afraid of, but they hold nonetheless. It's going to be Virginia Tech that's going to be able to get their cooldowns back, including this lamp that just came back up. They have this, yep, there it is. The grab coming out now. Winter's trying to peel for his team by throwing out the high noon for space, but unfortunately it does not work out for them. Virginia Tech now just a few members left to clean up. Vets of quite apt to do so with the high charge beam. 2 minutes remaining. Nova has to scramble together with only one ultimate immediately available. It's going to be the hammer down from Sea Slug in the spawn. He's holding this door with pride. It's going to be Notch that is able to touch the point for a little bit longer. Winter's going to be stalling, but it is for naught. That's going to be over a minute remaining. It is Escort, however, so both teams will get a chance at first again. Did I not swap the team names? That might be the top. You're talking about the top, aren't you? Yeah, he's talking about the top. Don't worry, I have other assets for that right here. Whoop. Okay. I remembered the number, but I didn't remember to do that. All right. Don't worry. At Game Mason, there's going to be someone else doing this for me. Okay? But if you attend and we mess it up, I need you. I need you, Drew Bohr, in the audience to scream at me. That's what I need in my life. No game audio.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Do like those TikToks where I just make the audio, I like narrate it. That's what I should have done. I can't believe I was that far off the mark for an entire round. Oh, for an entire, like, basically 2 rounds. That audio shouldn't have been here at all for an entirety of 2 rounds. Well done, me. But don't worry. At least the gameplay of the Overwatch is far more talented than me as a spectator. It's going to be Nova back over to the Pharah Mercy combination. They're going to have the Winston and Diva dive to supplement that and to help build that nano. As Virginia Tech does have that option as well, but no tank to really build that up other than the damage that Vets and Sea Slug will soak trying to hold their ground. Sea Slug does have the option to kind of retake a little bit of ground too with the boosters. But Nova looks like they have kind of all the space they'd want. It is, the cart is currently in Virginia Tech's control, but the tanks are getting in on Mandura. The nade does land on a few members here. Unfortunately for Nova, it looks like Virginia Tech's bait on the point there, where Mandura was looking quite tasty, did not work out for them to dive. And now, even though this res does get off, it looks like it is completely Virginia Tech's fight to win. Just one tracer left. Winter does go down. Solar Flare left on the Winston. Does get a touch on the point somehow, but that's going to be it. Mercy Fly not fast enough. That's going to be a good hold for Virginia Tech. They're looking to close out. Never mind, not the series. It's a best of 5. At least I remember that. Hey, I've definitely might have ended a stream early once without being fed that information. But that is not where we're at today. Do not worry. The information is good. And we are ready to watch this full best of 5 series. Fun fact about the last game that happened between George Mason and Shenandoah. Actually, we don't have a result yet from their match. I believe it is Shenandoah that is up 2-1 in the series. That would be that'd be winners finals. And I believe they couldn't finish the match because too many people had to go, and they're going to finish it at 8. So at least they got that settled. We didn't have anything directly stating in the rule book what happens if someone has to leave, but it can kind of be implied that you have to finish the match when you start. So I'd like to believe that our Overwatch managers are being generous and allowing the teams to finish later. It's going to be Nova here on a spam composition. But Vespa, VT, has options to get close, up close and personal. It's going to be the bubble on Sea Slug, giving Vetsa lots of charge, which is a very scary thing we've seen so far in the series. Nova does have a few angles here, which is really good. Solar Flare on the back end is trying to contest the point. Unfortunately, they didn't get a big enough advantage from their angles before contesting the point, so it's going to be Virginia Tech that's moving up 2-0 in the series with that push there. I see a GG with an S. Wait, it's not BO5? I may have been lied to. All right. I believe it's best of 5. I definitely remember reading this. Big High Noon. That's the play, Mandura. All right. If you're clipping that, go. I don't know how you clip on YouTube. Go back earlier. I actually talked about it instead of talked about how this game should be best of 5 instead of best of 3. Over your play, I'm very sorry. Winner. It might be winners final. Sorry, it might be winners finals. And Saturday are best of 5. And this is not losers finals. All right, stream, that's where we go over to here. Sorry for teasing you. Losers finals is not the match where losers bracket right there, that round where they play each other right here. Losers finals is when winners finals ends and the winner of the losers plays the losers of winners finals. Got it? Because I messed that up. This is best of 3. I'm very sorry, Nova. Your game does end here. But Virginia Tech, congratulations. You do move on to losers finals. And we will be very excited to find out what will be the other team. We don't even know who you play. But of George Mason, Shenandoah, and Virginia Tech, the 3 teams remaining who will make it to Game Mason. As you can see, I don't have the date there. It's March 4th and 5th. When Overwatch plays March 5th. Tickets are, I don't know, $15 or something. But it is open to the public, as far as I know. I could be feeding you wrong information. I'm probably not. That one I'm more confident about than the best of insert number here. But a GG's to both teams. That was good Overwatch to watch, and hopefully not so unfortunate to not listen to for a little bit there. But promise you, tomorrow we will be streaming again at 6. Don't miss it, because it's going to be, might be one of your favorite teams versus someone else tomorrow, GMU or Shenandoah. We will find out tonight at 8, I believe, is going to be when they finish their match. Okay, that's enough from me. I've been Hamster Quest. Please don't remember that name when you file complaints against George Mason's streaming crew. I will see you tomorrow at 6. Please join. Thank you. Have a good night.